we got back from Target and I was just coughing a lot and I was sick of coughing. Some people ask, do you ever get tired of coughing? Yes. Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we Good morning. Let me take my headphone out. Good morning, you guys. I finished my vest and my mists, and the day has begun. I've been studying. I started a Bible study on the book of Psalms, and I really do love the Psalms. I feel like so the Psalms are a book in the Bible that are basically a collection of, like, some of it's kind of like a personal journal of the person who wrote the Psalms, and some of it's like ancient songs and that sort of thing. But I find that oftentimes when you have like a lot going on in your heart or your mind, you're like, I don't even really know how to express what I'm feeling, that's when I love the Psalms, because I feel like they are such a raw human expression of life and reminding ourselves of who God is. And this morning, one of the Psalms, Psalm 16, at verse 11, it says, "You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." And I just love that reminder that in God's presence there is fullness of joy. No matter what's going on in my heart or my mind, or all the thoughts I'm thinking, or whatever my health is doing, in His presence there's fullness of joy. And so I am just like going to grab onto that truth and remind myself of that today. And actually that was perfect timing for me to like remind myself of that, as I've been up for like 3 hours, so I've already been coughing a lot. And so now that I'm continuing the coughing journey, I don't know, like last night I was sitting there, we got back from Target and I was just coughing a lot and I was sick of coughing. Some people ask, do you ever get tired of coughing? Yes. And I just looked at Peter and I was like, I don't want to cough anymore. But there's nothing we can do about that. So we must press on and continue to figure out how to live life amidst the coughing, or in your case, whatever is trying for you. So I'm going to finish up my morning. I think I'm going to go into the working room and get some orders packed up when we're gone for a couple of days, or say when I'm in the hospital. When we get back into the swing of filling orders, it's such a good feeling. We really do love being entrepreneurs, which I still don't know how to say that word. Whatever. So anyway, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, this Tuesday video, and let's do this day. I feel it's necessary to zoom out for a minute so you guys can see the scenario. Decal machine doing its thing. Peter doing his thing with his legs all propped up with his camo pants on. That's how we do it in the Frey Life. The Frey Life. It's food time in the Frey house, and I am having an avocado and some leftover mashed potatoes. My friend gave me this salt. It's black salt from Iceland. and it tastes amazing. And it reminds me of a story from our trip in Florida. So we haven't, this never made it in a video, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're at this restaurant. You guys saw a clip of the restaurant where Peter was eating fried oysters and I was eating bread out of this wooden box. That restaurant. So Peter's oysters were served on this wooden plank with blue salt. And I was like, that is so cool. Because I have pink Himalayan salt. And of course regular white salt. And now black Icelandic salt. And so I was like, blue salt? That's so cool. I've never heard of that. So I was like, before we left, he was like, anything else I can get for you? And I was like, could I just get a little bit of the blue salt to take home? And he's like, sure, no problem. So he brings it. And like, we get home, or back to the hotel, and we realize this is extremely blue. And I started Googling, and I do think there is some sort of blue salt in the world, but we are pretty much sure that this was just food coloring on normal salt. So we didn't even bring it back with us because I don't really want food coloring salt. I only want it if it's like naturally blue or pink or black or whatever. But what we learned is when you use black salt in your mashed potatoes, it makes gray mashed potatoes. So,
Maybe not do that.
Try the gray stuff, it's delicious.
Try the gray stuff, it's delicious.
So I'm just gonna eat my avocado with a spoon and salt and enjoy it. I've been just feeling a little bit shaky today, and I've been like feeling shaky, and I'll check my Dexcom and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going low. No? And then I'll test to make sure my Dexcom's not crazy. And I'm like, not low, I'm fine. But I just feel shaky, so I feel like maybe if I just keep eating, maybe that'll help. Whatever. But all the packages are on their way, and the food is going in, and that's our day so far.
Ta-da!
Yay! Wow, this is so difficult.
Taking a sticker off of a pot?
Wow, it's so stressful. Okay. Oh wow, this actually is stressful.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, when I ordered succulents, I got a few extra ones, and they just needed to like grow some roots, man.
Roots, man.
So now I need to put them in like a pot because they've grown their roots and they're ready for some soil. Don't mind the red face situation. The oral antibiotic sun situation hasn't gone away yet, but we're getting there.
You did finish the antibiotics though, right?
I did last night.
Congrats, honey.
Woohoo!
Like, is that good or all the way?
I think a little more, but that's probably about good, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Kind sir. So I got these little pots for $3 each at the Target dollar spot, $3 spot, and I'm just going to plant these little guys into there. I know that you guys are just on the edge of your seat about my planting expedition. There's that. There's that. And some petals fell off, so I'm gonna go put them on my succulent propagation situation. Okay. Now, in this windowsill, this looks ridiculous, but this soil must just be perfect for propagating because these petals had fallen off of the succulent I have in the living room, and I don't know if you can see it, but there are pink roots growing. So I've got roots growing on those two and these two, and then this is just one long succulent I've had for a long time. So I'm going to put these down there, and hopefully they'll grow some roots. And then these little succulents are propagating, which means like basically growing roots to be strong again. And what else? You need a cabbage update. Cabbage. Huh. Cabbage.
Hey guys, we had some friends over for dinner tonight. We got some pizza. We got a margarita pizza and we got a pizza with, let's show you the leftovers. Okay, that just does not look good in the bag. It had breaded eggplant on it and it was really good. I think, oh yeah, in Scotland, Mary and I used to get an eggplant, but what do they call eggplant in Scotland? I forget. But something different. But we would get that at, what was the restaurant? Anyways, memories. But it was good to just connect with some friends tonight over dinner. And Mary had worship team practice tonight. And so she went to the church and now she's upstairs and we're winding down for the day. What you got cooking, good looking?
I need some...
Some soupa?
Oh, I didn't make it. I boiled it.
Guys, notice the reflection on the back of this sweatshirt? Can you stand still for a second? Look at that. Boston, Run Boston 2015.
Oh, wow.
If you guys don't know the story behind the infamous Go sweatshirt, this was a sweatshirt that we found in a thrift store when we
$2.49.
when we first got back from Scotland and we didn't have warm weather clothes, or yeah, we didn't bring enough back from Scotland, and the rest of it was packed away at our parents. Yeah. And
do you want to know the biggest regret?
They had another one, and we only bought one of them. But it was, I'm guessing it was like a marathon giveaway sweatshirt, and
I've searched online. But hey, out of 250,000 people watching this, if you ran this, and you have another one, email us. I will buy it from you.
We love this sweatshirt. Anyways, so tell me about your soup.
Soup.
It's instant soup?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
as always,
we will see you guys tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
The new camera.
Oh no. It's so out of focus.
Oh no.
Oh good. It came back on.
Oh.
Did you too? Oh. I think you need to go out and go better. Hurry, don't you?